Hey guys, as always, it's the Digital Pumpkin Cat, and today we will be looking at all of the Haunted Hill Farms slash Tekky props that, of course, Haunted Hill Farms is bringing back for the 2024 season. Most of these are from Spirit, and some of them aren't, as you can see, but I think all of them are great and just great returns. A lot of very, very old ones returning, and I just can't wait for all of these to drop on the market because I think I'm shooting for some of them. And yeah, let's just jump right into it, taking a look at our first one. This is, of course, the Home Depot Bride. I think it was sold 2021. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the date. So this is, of course, one of the Tekky's riser props, which you'll by now know the riser animation. W Wraith has it, the Reaper has it, another one on this list has it that we'll take a look at, the one from Big Lots has it, a lot of them have it. And I think it's a great animation. A lot of people don't like this thing, I don't know why. As you know, I'm doing a Haunted Mansion theme for my haunt this year, so I am on the search for a bride, and this is a great possibility. I just always love this prop. Never picked it up though. But again, this year might be the year if all of these have good price tags. But yeah, I really do love her. Great that she's returning. And I think this is an amazing prop. Alright, next we have a legendary Spirit Halloween prop, Rosemary Zombie Girl. Now, if you're a haunter, you of course know Rosemary Zombie Girl. She's so iconic to the Spirit Halloween name and just the haunter community and Halloween in general. It's pretty rare to find her in yards nowadays. She's a pretty rare prop. They did bring out a 2021 version that was still pretty good in my opinion, but I wasn't a huge fan of it. But now they're bringing back the OG for 2024 on Haunted Hill Farms. I do love this thing much better than the 2021 version. Yeah, I think this thing is really great, really creepy prop, and fairly gory. I wish there was a little more gore on it, but you could always add your own gore. And yeah, I think it's great that it's returning with hopefully quality upgrades, and I don't know, maybe just something in looks, but I don't think we need it. I think she's great the way it is. But I'm not that all hyped for her as much as other people are. I've never really seen the whole hype around Rosemary. Limiting Zombie Boy, I'm much more a fan of. I think he's much better than Rosemary, but Rosemary, like I said, she's great. I just don't get this huge hype. In my opinion, the face kind of looks weird, but again, it's creepy at the same time. There is good amount of detail on the clothing, but it's just a white dress, and she's eating a brain. Animation's good though, but I mean, it's a great prop. Don't know why people are dying for this thing though, you know what I mean? I just don't love it that much. I don't think I love it that much to even purchase, but again, we'll have to see price tags and stuff, but maybe. So yeah, that's Rosemary. Great that she's returning for a lot of people. Me, it's great to see her back, but I don't know. I'm never a huge fan of her. In my opinion, she's just another girl prop. Next, we have a prop returning that I'm really excited for, Tombstone Lifter. Tombstone Lifter was a Spirit Halloween prop, as you probably know. I think sold at 2008, maybe. Again, I do not know my dates, so correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but to my knowledge, I think 2008. So, as you can tell, it's a very old prop, and I just really always love this thing. Chained to the Grave and Tombstone Lifter, I feel, don't get enough hype and love. And I can't believe Tombstone Lifter is finally coming back. I've always wanted Spirit Halloween to return those two because I just love their mechanisms so much. I love their concepts and I love each of their look. If you asked me, I would probably say I like Chained to the Grave a little better than Tombstone Lifter. But Tombstone Lifter is a really amazing pick to bring back. I can see a lot of people getting this, including me. I'm gonna bring up my Haunted Mansion haunt theme this year again. This guy would go perfect, as you can see. I love that blue color scheme he has. I love the lights too, the blue light shining up. And I love how he just lifts the tombstone. It looks so real, and yet such a simple mechanism to pull off. And I just love those two props. And it's so amazing to see this guy finally coming back. I love this thing. Next, we have Axe Girl from Spirit Halloween 2020. Yes, they did bring her back, and they did change the name to Axe Girl instead of Ellie Hatchet, which we know. But, yeah, now it's Axe Girl. I don't know why they would do that. All these props seem to have the same name as what they used to have. I don't know, Ellie Hatchet just flew away, and now we have this name called Axe Girl. But Axe Girl, so be it. As you can see with updated sound. So, my guess is they changed the phrases, or audio, I guess. Because maybe she won't have phrases. In my opinion, I don't think they can screw up any more than they did on the phrases for this thing. So, if they want to make new phrases, go ahead and make new phrases. I'm just crossing my fingers that it's not really, really stupid. And hopefully not as stupid as the old one. I'd love to hear just screaming and just gross sounds coming from the axe. And, I don't know, like she's chopping bodies. The phrases never worked on this thing. This prop never worked for me. She looks like a minion if it turned into a girl, you know, one of those Despicable Me minions. I don't know why they chose to put that type of clothes on her, because it doesn't work at all. They shouldn't have did, like, I'd be fine with just some plain black dress in this case, but some people, believe it or not, are pretty big fans of her and are excited that she's returning. I'm not, as you can tell, but for those people, and for those people who want a axe throwing prop, she's returning. Great. Alright, that was her. And she's our last one that has updated sound, so all of these props, in terms of audio, should be the same. Like Pumpkin Sential. Pumpkin Sential goes by now, of course, Pumpkin Sential, but we know him as Headless Jack from Spirit Halloween 2021. Headless Jack, I got to see in stores only once. I don't know. He was never set up. But that one time, it kind of hit me hard. Not in a bad way, though. He was his full extended height on those risers. Huge prop. It was massive. It was scary. People hate this thing. I don't. I always thought this thing needed much, much more love. And it was a shame to see people hate this. And it was a shame to know Spirit Halloween would never bring it back because of that. And they didn't. But Haunted Hill Farms is bringing it back for 2024. And I might just have to get it. Again, it matters on the price. I don't think I'm paying $300 for this thing just because it's a static and it's, again, mostly cloth. But I don't know. People say it's cheap. I just love the look of it, though. Just the whole bottom jaw of the pumpkin gone, and just that, I don't know. It looks creepier that way. the whole thing, I don't think is supposed to be menacing, like our other pumpkin friends that I own. I think it's supposed to be a creepy pumpkin monster. Let me explain. So, the body is like, it's skinny, it's tall, it's long. That's not a production error or something. They wanted this thing to be tall, but they wanted it to be like, thin and shriveled up. And then as you go up, there's like a huge rib cage, and the arms are skinny and short with those very, very long fingers. And again, the whole thing doesn't look menacing, even when it's at its 9-foot height. It looks creepy to me. And if you have this thing just standing there in a pumpkin patch, not even just talking, I think the talking takes away from it, but if you have it just standing there, like lighting up or something, which I don't think you can do, but we'll see, it's going to creep me out. I always thought this thing was creepy, and I like it. I like this prop. I like Headless Jack, or in this case, Pumpkin Sential. And again, we'll have to see prices. I'm really crossing my fingers for prices. Last year, their prices were good, except for Jack-O-Lunger, but I'm really crossing my fingers. If this guy is lower than what he went for, which is very rare to see, then, I don't know, $200, I might get my hands on him. But we'll just have to see. Anything $250 and up, I don't think it's worth, but I'm just saying this is a pretty cool prop, and people just ignore this thing. So it's great that he's having a second chance. Alright, here's another rising mechanism. We've got the Rising Ghost Woman from Party City. I don't remember dates, but she's probably my second worst in terms of ranking out of all of these rising props. W Wraith being my last. I don't know. I love them all. Just, I don't know. This one, it's just a girl. She's all white, and she rises. I guess that's the cool part about her, but again, this isn't supposed to be a menacing prop. It's supposed to be creepy, and I think they did that well. It's just not a breathtaking animatronic. It's not really supposed to be, but again, I'm doing a Haunted Mansion theme. Could be a possibility in terms of prices, but I think I'm going for the bride. She's just, I've never been a big fan of her, and even in the Party City store, I just kind of walk past her, so yeah, yay, it's returning. Alright, we've got the Haunted TV. This is different than the Terror TV, sold at Spirit Halloween. This is a different one, but I own the Spirit Halloween Terror TV. I love him. So I wouldn't need to pick this thing up, but he's great. I do really love these TV props, and they always creep me out. They always work. That illusion is just amazing, and I just love these TVs. Great that he's returning too. Alright, next we've got the Howler. One I am hoping to pick up too. I think it's hard, but I think this is a little better than Demonica. My ranking for these riser things, not the other riser mechanisms. Of course, as you know, this is a whole different Demonica mechanism, I think we call it. But, yeah, I think he's first, Demonica second, and our next prop that we'll be looking at is last in terms of this mechanism. But I love the Howler. It just works so much on a werewolf, and the blood wasn't needed at all. But I'm so happy they put it on. And the rips in the clothing showing its fur is just great. And the face looks so menacing. It's a really, really menacing prop, honestly. And it's like 3 feet tall. So that's saying something. That's the sign of being a great prop. Love the phrases, but of course they're just werewolf howls, which is great. That's what you need on this prop. And again, prices, but might be a possible pickup for me. Hopefully will be, and I just love the howler. It's great that all three props with this Demonica mechanism will all be in retail this year. We have Howler in retail, Damien in retail, and of course, as you know, Demonica is at retail at Spirit Halloween right now. And yeah, it's just great. I never thought I'd see the day that all three of these animatronics in 1 year would all come to retail for us to buy. I might just have to buy the whole set. I might just have to buy all three of these. I really hope Spirit Halloween brings this mechanism back to modern day, because I think they can do a lot with it still. So Damien is great. Again, I said my least favorite, but he's still a great zombie prop. I think he's fairly gory with that bashed in head and stuff, and I think his face just looks great. Very monstrous, but yet very, demented human or something. And the clothes are some of the most detailed and good-looking clothes I've ever seen on a retail Tekky prop. And it just looks great with the ripped tie and the ripped clothes and the stains and stuff. And I really love Damien. And great that he's returning. And with that is all the Tekky props coming to Haunted Hill Farms for 2024. Love all of these, except for maybe Axe Girl / Ellie Hatchet, but I just love all of these that are returning, and I really hope that we'll see a little more, but I kind of doubt it. I think this is, for the most part, it. But there's always next year, because Haunted Hill Farms is making so much money doing this instead of just selling junky Sunstar props. And they will definitely bring back some more Tekky props every year. And I definitely hope that they will stop selling junky Sunstar props and just keep on every year bringing the Tekky props, because that's what Haunted Hill Farms can be known for, rather than Sunstar Clowns. So thanks for watching. And as always, it's the Digital Pumpkin Cat. Like and subscribe. Definitely going to try to pick up a bunch of things from this lineup. Haunted Hill Farms really knocked it out of the park with all their Tekky props.